Come along with me as we can some chicken up. Each year during the fall time, I order some bulk chicken from an Amish store. I get roughly about 40 pounds of chicken. I bring it home and I get it pressure canned. I'm just doing 2 pins at a time, keeping it slow and getting my pantry stocked. As you can see here, I am filling about 10 pints of chicken that I've already cut and cubed up and placing them in the jars right now to get ready for my pressure canner. Once I get these filled, I will come on in and fill the jars up with water. Leave about an inch headspace between the top of the jar, which is the bottom lip that you'll see in just a moment. Once I have all the jars filled up and the chicken and the water in, I will then come in and debubble. And I use a chopstick for that. And I'll just swirl the chicken around in the water and it gets, excuse my hand. That was funny. Excuse my hand there. You can see as I fill up the jars, there's about a 1 inch headspace there that I'm leaving. And once I debubble, then I will go ahead and go back in and add water if needed. I don't put any salt. This is a raw pack method that I'm using, so I'm not cooking it or anything. I'm just dicing it up and putting it in there and covering up with water. One of the things I love about having this canned chicken on my pantry shelf is that it makes for really easy meals, especially come winter time when I want to make some soup using some chicken. I can just open up the can and dump it into the pot. Or if I want to make, say, tacos or enchiladas one night or a chicken Alfredo, it's the same thing. I can just open up the jar and dump it in, season to what I need it to taste like, and get ready for dinner in no time at all. The convenience is just irreplaceable. I just absolutely love canning a chicken. It's one of the favorite things I love to do next to canning potatoes, which I need to go do as well. And I have not done my canning of potatoes, but we're on to the chicken here. So anyhow, I have everything filled up, and we are now going to wipe the rims. This is a great opportunity not only to clean them, the jars, to make sure there's nothing spilt on them, but also to check for cracks too, because if you have a crack on the lid, your jar's not going to seal. So if you do have cracks, you need to find a new jar and clean that and sanitize the new jar, and then place those items or contents into the new jar and throw the other jar out, because it's no good for canning, or you can use it as a pencil jar, whatever you choose. Choice is yours. So I'm going to go through here and just get everything really wiped off and checking for the cracks to make sure everything is nice and clean and there's no chips in my jars whatsoever. And once I finish that up, I am going to come in and I have my lids in the sink in a pan that's been soaking in really hot water. I know they say you don't need to do this anymore, that you can bypass this step, but it's just something that the way I was taught, that's just what I do. And so I put the lids on. I'm using ball lids and some 4-jar lids. I don't have affiliates with either one, but those are just the lids that I'm using. And then you want to get your tops, your screw tops, and you're just going to tighten it hand tight. You don't want to make them too tight, just give it hand tight. That's all that you need. And then look what happened as I had a jar break on me, and look at this. Whoops, hold on, let me get the camera fixed. Whoops, there we go. It totally busted out of the bottom, lost all the chicken. So I ended up with 9 pints of chicken, and I have a couple more in. So thanks for joining me. Have a good day.